You may have heard of Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Work Week. While it may sound like an unrealistic dream for those managing creative businesses, the core principles of this book can be surprisingly practical and valuable for artists who want to maximise their efficiency, create more time for their art, and grow their business sustainably over the long term. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 main lessons I took away from the 4-Hour Work Week and how I'm practically applying them to my business, and how you can apply them to your handmade art business too. Lesson number 1 is to focus on what matters most. One of the key concepts in the 4-Hour Work Week is the Pareto principle, or also known as the 80-20 rule. Ferriss suggests that 80% of your results will come from just 20% of your efforts. In the context of your own handmade art business, this means identifying the most profitable activities and focusing on them and cutting out the activities that aren't performing as well. Take a look at your own business and decide what's working and what is not. Recently, I decided to scale right back on commissions. Whilst they were great for bringing in a little bit of extra revenue, I found them to be very time-consuming and not a sustainable source of income for me in the long run. As Ferriss says, you want to be escaping the limits of the pay-per-hour based model. Commissions also added the biggest element of stress to my business, as I was constantly worrying about pleasing somebody else rather than painting what I wanted. I'm now more focused on creating original pieces that I love to paint and creating prints and products from these that I can sell well into the future, thus maximising the potential revenue from each painting I create. For example, I've now made several hundreds of pounds selling a print of my chicken painting, and it's very little effort selling prints compared to painting commissions and selling one-off pieces. Focus on the tasks that directly contribute to your business revenue and growth. For me, this meant narrowing my product range to focus on what actually sells. In my Etsy shop, for example, where I sell prints, greeting cards and bookmarks, I started by setting a daily advertising budget across all of my products of around $2 per day. After running the campaign for a few weeks to a month, I reviewed the analytics and I noticed some patterns. Some products consistently outperformed others, so I decided to keep my advertising budget turned on only for those top performing products, and I turned it off for the others. Over time, I noticed that some products weren't selling at all, so I chose to discontinue them. Meanwhile, in the background, I kept creating new designs and putting them through the same process. Gradually, this approach has left me with a curated Etsy shop made up of products that consistently sell well. By focusing on the most profitable and impactful areas of your business, whilst also reducing the more time-consuming and stressful tasks, you can simplify your workflow, boost your results, and make running your business easier and less overwhelming in the long run.
That looks like a... Yeah.
Lesson number 2 is to automate and delegate to free up time. Artists often wear many hats: creator, marketer, photographer, packer, and accountant, to name a few. But not every task requires your own personal touch. Ferriss advocates for automating and outsourcing as much as possible so you can focus on what truly matters. In my business, for example, I feel like my most important job, and one that I can't outsource, is the creative side of things, such as designing and painting. This can't be done by anyone else, but there are things that you or I could consider turning over to somebody else. For example, a print-on-demand service like Printful or Gelato will allow you to design products such as greeting cards or mugs or art prints that get printed, packaged and shipped without you having to handle inventory, saving you a lot of time and headache. You could also look at automating your marketing. Using platforms like Etsy and eBay can help a lot. They are online marketplaces, so once you've uploaded your artwork to sell, they take care of a lot of the marketing for you, as opposed to selling through your own website where you have to work harder to direct people to your shop through your own marketing. Platforms like Etsy also have the advantage of sending automated emails on your behalf for customer follow-ups, like the abandoned cart automated email and any thank you offers you would like to set for the products in your shop. Could you also look at outsourcing repetitive tasks? And although I'm not at this point yet, hiring help for bookkeeping or video editing, for example, even part-time, can make a huge difference towards freeing up some of your time. The idea is not to eliminate your creative work, but to free up time in other areas of your business so you can focus more on what you love, making art. Lesson number 3, create passive income streams. One of the central ideas in the 4-hour workweek is creating passive income. Ferriss emphasises the importance of building income streams that earn money without requiring constant attention. For a handmade art business, this is achievable through a few strategic steps. In addition to physical items, consider offering digital downloads like tutorials. These can be sold repeatedly with very little ongoing effort once they're created. For example, I sell my tutorials as one-off digital downloads on my website, and I also have some classes available on the platform Skillshare. Some months I don't do any additional work at all, but I still earn recurring income from those tutorials that I've previously uploaded. Having a YouTube channel is also a great way to earn passive income. Although creating and maintaining a channel requires a huge amount of work, it can become partly passive once your videos are monetized. The content you've uploaded previously continues to generate revenue even on the days when you don't actively work on your channel. Whether you're busy with other projects or you're on holiday for a few weeks, as long as your content is evergreen and people continue to watch your videos months or even years later, you're going to keep earning income from them. These methods allow your business to earn money even when you're not actively working on it, giving you more time to focus on creativity, or perhaps not feeling so guilty about taking time off for a mini retirement, as Ferriss calls them, or shortening your work hours in the future. Lesson number 4 is to embrace the idea of mini retirements. Ferriss encourages readers to think beyond the traditional work hard, retire later mindset and instead embrace the concept of mini retirements throughout your life. As an artist, this could mean taking regular breaks away to recharge your creativity or simply just enjoying life without feeling tied to your business. I quite often take time off when my kids have their school holidays, and I feel less guilty now because I know there's still passive income streams that are working away in the background to provide for myself and my family. And from experience, I always return feeling refreshed with new ideas and enthusiasm. Lesson number 5 is work smarter, not harder. Ferriss emphasises the importance of working smarter, not harder, an essential mindset for small business owners, especially in the creative field. As an artist, it's easy to get caught up in perfectionism, but there's value in learning when to let go of the idea of doing it all and focus on optimising your processes. For example, set boundaries for your work hours. Instead of working all the time, set clear working hours and stick to them. This helps you avoid burnout and it encourages you to make the most of the time you do have. Try to batch tasks by grouping similar tasks together to avoid constantly switching between different activities. For example, you could spend a couple of hours one day a week solely focused on creating new products. Another day you could just photograph new artwork, and on another day you could be engaging with customers on social media. Try and limit distractions as much as possible. Create an environment where you can concentrate, whether it's turning off notifications on your phone during work hours or setting specific blocks of time for focused work. This is going to help you accomplish more in less time. While the 4-hour work week might seem geared towards tech entrepreneurs, its principles can be applied to a small handmade art business as well. The key takeaways are to focus on what matters, automate and delegate as much as possible, build passive income streams, embrace the time off, and work smarter. This can help you streamline your business and create more space for the things that truly inspire you. By applying these strategies, you'll not only increase your efficiency, but you'll also gain more time to enjoy creating and the life you're building. Take a moment to reflect on how you can incorporate some of these ideas into your own business. The art world is changing, and there's no reason you can't create a successful, fulfilling, and balanced business in the process.